us today. I'm your host, LJ Thomas, and this is Purely Positive. Today's guest is a good friend. Her name is Tenesa Mobley. She has been on the show before, and she has been fairly busy, even though we're living during a pandemic. Number one, she's a best-selling author. So let's find out what she's been doing, okay? How are you doing today, girl?
I'm great, girl. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, pandemic. This year has been a great year for me. I will say that in spite of the pandemic. My grandbaby was born in March.
Yes.
Also on his birthday, I co-authored a book, Pray, Slay, and Collect. It was also #1. So myself along with some other beautiful queens, we did that.
Nice.
August 15th, my own book dropped. Hey, The Power of You.
Aww.
Yes. So it was #1 release on Amazon, #1 bestseller. So now you can find it Walmart.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com, as well as Amazon.com.
Nice.
And a company in Australia has picked it up, as well as the UK. So
nice.
So I'm extremely happy and extremely proud of myself.
Look, kudos to you. Okay.
Yes.
Now, #1, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. #1, congratulations on the grandbaby. I know how that. He is such a cutie.
Thank you. That's my baby.
I know it is. I know you got him rotten. But anyway, even though we're living during a pandemic, like I said, you're a busy person. You work in healthcare. You take care of yourself, and you've written this inspiring book. Page 24 is my favorite. I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
Because it talks about forgiving and trust.
Thank you.
But anyway, what else have you been doing?
Well, I decided to take The Power of You to the next level.
Okay.
Meaning my brand. So I'm in the process of getting The Power of You branded and patented.
Okay.
Yes, simply because I'm doing what I want to do, and that's my nonprofit.
Oh.
Yes. My nonprofit, we're doing transitional residential homes. Yes. I'm doing the location in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is going to be for women transitioning out of the prison system.
Oh, we so need that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not, but we so need that.
So it's going to be women transitioning out of the prison system. To pretty much give them a second chance.
Okay.
One thing that I've learned while doing my research, a lot of women that are incarcerated is because it's not that they've done, or let me say, still incarcerated or go back into the system. Not because they necessarily did something else bad. It's simply because they don't have a place to stay, or they can't find a job, which is required during their parole, getting out on parole.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me stop you. So the what do you call it? I know I'm gonna butcher this word. Recidivism rate is not necessarily due to criminal activity. Basically.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's something that I didn't know.
Exactly. And then too, a lot of women, because they don't have a place to stay or can't get a job as required, they end up going back into revisiting that same path, going back into what they're familiar with. So with my program, we're going to create jobs. I've been looking into felon-friendly companies.
Okay.
And I have my son grandmother that's going to be the director of operations over that. This is really something she wanted to do as well.
Oh.
Yes. So she's been great with helping me getting this up and off the ground, doing what she needs to do as far as the research, checking into the courthouse to see how we get the women registered into our programs. So can't do this without her, and I thank God for her. I absolutely thank God for her.
That's amazing. I'm floored by the fact that you said one location. Yes, first thing. But that's amazing. Yeah. You are doing great thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. So, and we're also having a location. Well, we're doing something here in the state of Georgia. We're building a tiny home community, or shall I say, yes, like a compound village, and we're gonna have. Don't want to say homeless, but we're just going to say transitioning vets and transitioning mothers who've lost their, been down on their luck, because at the end of the day, I tell people, if you only have one stream of income, you're going to struggle. Mm-hmm. And we're all a paycheck away from being homeless, especially if you have kids.
Exactly.
So want to do something to help those mothers. I found out that it's a lot of mothers here in the Atlanta metro area that are homeless, that are living out of their cars, vehicles, with their kids, or living from hotel to hotel with their kids. Mm-hmm. So both programs are 2-year programs. Okay. And like I said, we're going to create jobs that here in Georgia. And that particular program, we're creating jobs, and I'm bringing my family in.
Definitely, my family, can I come in?
So I'm bringing my family in. So everybody in my family that has a vision to want to do something. That's far as one of my cousins, she always wanted to do a daycare. Mm-hmm. So we're doing a daycare of Under the Power of You. Yes, nice. We're doing a food truck. My son, he loves to cook as well. Everybody know that I can cook. So my son loves to cook as well. So we're going to do a food truck, and that's going to be his project. Nice. So, which we want to expand into a restaurant. Nice. My oldest brother, Terry, he's the co-founder, and he's a vet. So
there you go.
So there we go. So he's going to help me kind of spearhead, or we're helping each other, let me say, spearhead. My cousin, who's a minister, who also does lawn care service, and he's always in the community giving out. So he's going to be over the lawn care part of it, lawn care landscaping. My other brother, Daniel, he also does interior work like flooring, things of that matter. Building things of that matter. So he's going to be a part of that. He's going to handle that part of doing the houses. My mom and her better half, they do painting, and my mom also does taxes. So they're going to do the paint part, and my aunt, she's also, she works at a bank in the fraud department. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. So she and my mom is going to handle the financial part of it.
You got an amazing team.
I have an amazing team. Guy friend of mine, he's good at consulting. Okay. As well as he does fitness, and he's a life coach as well. So he's going to be the consultant counselor, that part of it. So yes, I have an amazing team. Blessings. Big blessings. And I have to say, I before we go any further, I have to give a shout out to my makeup girl. She always does a beautiful job. And not only that, she was the one that linked me with my publisher. Oh! Yeah. She was the one that linked me with my publisher, Nikita Davis. Okay. And my publisher linked me with everybody else that's helping me get this project started. As far as Tanya Blackman, amazing. She's doing the grant writing and putting me in the right direction. Aisha Barnett, she's doing my website. Mm-hmm. So it's just been an amazing journey. So I'm setting myself up to walk away from the healthcare field eventually, and I've been doing it for 20 years, but I feel like God is taking me to another level. I'm ready to go, and I'm very excited about where He's taking me and where this journey is leading me. So, I'm helping others along the way, but
it's still in healthcare.
I'm still in healthcare.
In just a different way.
Yes. So,
they're lost though.
Yeah. so I'm thanking God, so eventually, I am going to walk away. And at first it was fear, and then I had to realize that God doesn't give us a spirit of fear.
You're right, he doesn't.
He doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So, my whole thing at the end of the day has been trusting him and trusting this process and knowing that he's going to lead me into the right direction. And I want everything that I do, I want people to see it. I want my brand to see him in my brand and to see him in me. So that is what I'm striving for.
Let me hold this for a second. So, if you have not purchased this book yet, make sure you get it. It's on Amazon and everywhere else. She listed where it is. This is a really inspirational book. I know because I've read it. So, I'm just wanting to say, make sure you get your copy. And once you start reading it, you're not going to want to put it down. Because there's something in here for everybody. I love the way she takes a scripture and then gives it practical application.
Thank you.
I love the way you do that.
Thank you.
And that has been the catalyst for all your stuff because you live by these words.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So when I told people, when I first started writing, it wasn't to be published. Mm-hmm. It wasn't for notary. It wasn't for any of that. It was strictly for self-healing. Mm-hmm. Because I was in a bad place. I was in a toxic place. I can honestly admit that I was a toxic person. And when you get tired of being in that place, when you know this is not the person that I'm supposed to be, that God has given me more, then you start to make that change within yourself.
Right.
So it's just the fact that he's given me this platform. And I wanted to do TR Homes. I talked about doing this back in 2015. But he knew it was not my time because, like I said, I was not in a great space or a place to be doing what I wanted to do. So when God said, you need to get yourself together. You need to heal yourself before you can heal somebody else. Mm-hmm. So everything is coming into full circle. Everything is coming into fruition. And I'm just thanking him for it. I'm thanking him for it. And I always said, God, you give me a platform, I'm going to do it, and I want to be a blessing to others because he's constantly blessing me.
See, that's what this show is about, being positive, hence the name, Purely Positive. We don't want to deal with people who are throwing stones because they are negative Nancy's or Nathans or whatever you want to call them.
Let me tell you about them throwing stones.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you about throwing stones. Even now, I get stones thrown at me. The person I was maybe 5-10 years ago, I probably would be throwing them back and then some.
No, that's right.
However, what I do now, baby, I take them same stones they throw, and I build my marble fortress.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I remember, diamonds are made from stones, but they're made under pressure. And I am a diamond, honey.
Power to you.
So exactly, and I come to shine. So you let people throw them stones. Let them throw them stones.
You know what?
Let them throw them.
That is a good way of looking at it.
Yes.
That's a good way of taking something negative and making it positive. And then turn around and benefit them and yourself.
Exactly.
At the same time.
At the same time. So you keep throwing them stones. The more stones you throw, the more that I'm going to build. So.
Nice. Nicely said. Nice lesson. That's what you got the book, girl.
So yes, ma'am. So it's 2020, at the end of the day, I think I know I'm coming out better than what I went in. So it's been a lot of growth.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of learning. I'm learning myself. I'm learning people, and that's okay. So, and like I said, everybody been complaining about the mask, and I'm okay. I'm okay with the mask.
Me too.
Because I look at it like this. He had to unmask or unreveal some people or some things so that we can mask up for our protection for where he's taking us.
Yep.
So
mask up, go around that obstacle, and keep it moving.
Exactly. So I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that.
There we go. I just have to say, see, I love when you come over.
Thank you.
I love when you come over.
I love you having me.
I knew you had some things in the works.
Yes.
But I had no idea it was this much.
Yes.
This much. I didn't say this big. I said this much. It is big.
It's big.
But I didn't realize Wow, you are so busy. That's why nobody can catch you. But anyway.
So we're doing clothes. Oh, yes. Also doing a Power of You clothing line.
See?
Yes. So I'm working on that. So we're going to have the leggings, the slippers, the slides.
Did you say leggings?
Leggings, yes. The hoodies. So I'm hoping to have one of my hoodies so that I can wear next week. I'm praying. Yes. So we're doing little lingerie, not too much, but just a little bit. Yes.
You said a little lingerie.
A little lingerie, yes. Just a little nighty shorts and little, crop tank top, something, yes.
Something a little cute.
Something a little cute, Mm-hmm. So yes, ma'am, we're doing socks. I'm doing an entire line. Jewelry, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Of course, the proceeds are going to go back to my nonprofit to help, others out. So that's my whole brand. Again, if God bless me, I want to be a blessing to others.
Exactly.
So
exactly. That is your motto, right?
That's
your motto.
There
you go.
So
there you go.
Yeah. So we're all here a vessel. We're all here a vessel. To help others along the way.
That's
so.
Right.
And like I tell people, I don't worry, I don't stress.
You don't.
I don't worry, I don't stress. I used to, but now it's like I pray about it, I give it to Him, because at the end of the day, it's like, God, whatever you have for me is for me. Whatever it is ordained by you. So I know I'm going to be all right. And I know if He lead me through that door, He's going to bring me out of it.
That's just amazing. So. I'm just... speechless. Just speechless. I mean, that is so much to take in. It's a lot to take in. The clothing line, two nonprofits. Mm-hmm. 2. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it.
It is.
And again, like I said, God give me strength, and I'm still working full time.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it all in. I take it all in, and like I said, I have an amazing team that's behind me. Mm-hmm. So I thank God for that. I thank God for my team. I thank God that they see the vision that I see. I thank God that they are willing to be on this journey with me, that they're going through this process with me, that they encourage me. They also motivate me, so I just thank God for it. Yeah. I thank God, and that I thank God that He told me, and a lot of people, say it, and I hear it, you don't give me a chance, or you don't take a chance, or take a chance with me, but at the same time, it's like you have to take a chance on yourself before anybody else can take a chance on you.
Yeah.
So your everyday living is that taking that chance on yourself. So I've, like I said, it's been a lot of learning and growing for me. Mm-hmm. It's been a lot of, like I said, I think I wouldn't even say so much as hurtful. It's been a blessing of letting people go.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
And that's what I have to do.
You have to let go grow.
Exactly. So, and I just been like, okay, because I'm to the point now where I'm not obligated to do nothing for nobody, and that's just my thing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my thing, if you're not here to inspire me, or we can't inspire each other, if we can't grow together, then there's no purpose for you being in my space. I appreciate you.
Right.
I thank you for the lesson that you've shown me about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because again, when I look at you and I see what it is that I don't like or I'm not vibing with, I say, okay, that's another lesson that I'm learning within myself, and I'm okay with that. So I've, learned. I've now learned the definition of convenient friends. So, and at first, it was like I'm just taking people.
Not necessarily everybody is good for you as a friend.
Exactly. So now I'm learning. Okay. And I told my friend girl this. One of my friend girls this a while ago. I was like, you can't grow if you're gonna constantly be holding on to dead weight.
That's right. You gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go. So I had to take that same advice and apply it to myself, because everybody that's in your circle is not meant to have a seat at your table.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I've even found within myself when I get uncomfortable around people, you know, like we've been cool, we've been, you know, this, but now I'm starting to feel a certain type of way because I've learned, you know, okay, you're trying to shrink yourself to fit in a space where you no longer belong.
Right.
And you have to let it go. And I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with that.
I'm so glad. I am so glad. I am, wow. That book. I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, that book is amazing.
Thank you.
The way she brings things full circle from a scripture that a lot of people unfortunately feel is obsolete. She turns all of that around and brings it back to real life so that you can understand how it's going to benefit you. And that is, it's not difficult to do. It just has to be done more for people to be able to live a better life. And you know I'm all about that.
Exactly. Oh, I know. I know. And I think that's why we click. So like I said, everybody that I have in my circle now, I look at them as to how they can inspire me or how I can learn from them or how I can grow from them. And even now with my brand, The Power of You, I want to exemplify my brand. When people see me and they see the power of you, I want them to actually see the power that's in me. You know what I'm saying?
See? Look.
I want them to see that, you know. So... And like I said, at the end of the day, I also want them to see the God in me. And I want them to see the God that's in my brand. That's what I want them to see. So everybody that's a part of the power of you, they know this is my brand. Right. So you represent my brand. You're representing me. Exactly. You know.
Exactly.
So exactly. And I've gotten to the point now where I can snip, cut you off. You know. And be done. It is what it is.
Like I say all the time, purely positive. It's purely positive for a reason.
Exactly.
Same thing. That's my brand.
Exactly. That's my brand. You know. So, and I gotta have peace.
I got to have
my peace. I done taste peace.
and look, gotta have it. It's essential, imperative, critical. I need it.
I need it and I want it. You know what I'm saying? I need and want my peace like I need and want God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thirst for it. It's a hunger for it.
Yeah.
So I will cut off my mama, my child, my dad, my brother.
Don't put yourself in that situation. I gotta have a peace.
I will cut you off if I feel like my peace is being threatened in any type of way. So that's where I am, you know, like, and yeah, I'm at peace. After so long, I can literally say
it's all it is all in your face. It's in your eyes.
Thank you.
I see it. I saw when you walked in the door. I did. I was like, look at her just glowing. You talking about the makeup. There's a natural glow under the makeup.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
It's beautiful to see.
Thank you. And I'm in a beautiful place. I'm in a beautiful space in my life. I went through from August to October. No income. I wasn't worried. Okay. He got me. And he's like I said, he's a way maker. And he always made a way. I didn't stress. I didn't lose no sleep. I didn't do nothing. I got up and kept it moving.
There you go.
Like it is what it is. But at the same time, it gave me that time. You know, at first I was like, man, why? But then it's like, okay, God, I see what you're doing. So that was that time where he used me to do what I needed to do to build my brand. So
and to help you rely on him.
Exactly. And that's what he taught me. So I was like, okay, God, I see you showing out, you know. So I'm thankful for it, and I'm thankful, and I am truly blessed. You know, and like I tell people, I told my makeup girl today, I said, if I don't write another book, I'm okay with that, because this one has done what it needed to do.
It inspired.
But I do have another one coming out next year.
It's already done. Okay.
It's already done. So yes, it is done. I
will look forward to that.
So it will be out first part of next year.
Okay.
So yes, so
that's a few months. You do know that, right?
I know. So it'll be out in a couple of months.
Girl, when you go? I'm sorry. You got so much.
So, but it doesn't feel like it.
I know what you mean. Because
I'm doing what I want to do.
I know exactly what you mean. I often hear that from Jazz. He often says to me, "You doing too much. You doing too much, baby." It does not feel like I'm doing anything.
Exactly.
I'm just doing what I want to do.
Exactly. So it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So,
but I understand.
So,
you know when you're doing something good because it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And it just gives me joy. Just looking at the bigger picture. The fact that I'm going to be helping other people, which I've always done so off camera, in a sense of it's nothing for me to go feed the homeless, to go downtown to, cook up spaghetti and hey, so it's nothing for me to do that. Mm-hmm. So I just want to do it on a larger scale now.
There you go.
I just want to do it on a bigger scale.
There you go. Wow. So. Okay. So, for people who are interested in contributing or helping out in some other way, maybe donations in kind, sponsorship, or whatever, how do they get in touch with you?
Okay, so right now, my girl, Maisha, she's working on my website. It should be done within the next week or two. Yay, but it's still going to be under construction as we go, because we're going to have to constantly do updates. Mm-hmm. So, but in the meantime, until that is done, you can reach me on Facebook, Tenesa Mobley, or Instagram, The Power of You _TM, or Miss Mobley 1 on IG.
There you go. You can reach her.
You can reach me.
You can reach her. And look, and let me say this. She is a no-nonsense type of person. She is not a mean person. But she is a no-nonsense type of person.
Really?
Business is business.
Facts.
Business is business. Keep that in mind when you're reaching out. Business.
Facts.
Is business.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
Just want to throw that out
Because I
don't want y'all to get your feelings hurt. I'm just
Facts.
saying. Anyway, you will go. Anyway. Is there anything that you would like for our guests to know? One message that you would like for them to take away?
At the end of the day, do what inspires your heart. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about who you used to be in your past or what you used to do in your past, because we are all a work in progress. And when God has ordained you to do something, trust Him and follow Him, and He'll lead you to your destiny.
Well, that was perfect. I can't say anything else.
Thank you.
Other than I appreciate you all so much for joining us today here on Purely Positive. Remember that being positive is a choice. Make it the very best choice you possibly can. Thank you so much and have a great day. I'll be talking with you soon. Bye.